I'm getting very creative over here. I'm sorry for the delay again, and I'm trying not to make a habit of it, but I'm having technical difficulties again. My iMovie is freezing on me, so I'm recording these on my phone, and I just appreciate your patience. I have to go to Apple again, so it's just crazy that I can't seem to get what I used to do effortlessly for 5 years handled in 2 months now. But I'm using the Tarot Power deck by Miss Cleo. I used this last month, and I wanted to use it again this month. And we have a lot going on in June. There's the summer solstice ahead. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for viewing these. I know that they're not as cute and filled to the screen. It's just technical stuff. I'm having some difficulty with getting everything to work. So bear with me. These are free, so that's the blessing of that. Let's start. I'll shuffle the tarot while I'm doing the Astro Tarot forecast. And please watch your rising sign, which is more aligned with your natal chart. And watch your moon sign too to get a full dose of your cosmos. Let's go for it. The first week we see our grand water trine between Venus in Cancer, Jupiter in Scorpio, both at 15 degrees, and Neptune in Pisces at 16 degrees. This water trine is impacting your social sectors, the 7th, 11th, and 3rd house, your communication skills, your relationship, your friendships, your goals, partnerships, business and otherwise, and personal. So this nebulous, dreamy, hazy energy in the first week might not have everyone seeing things crystal clear, but you're in love with relationships right now. There might be rose-colored glasses being worn in the first week, but sometimes ignorance is bliss, and that's a good thing. Typically, no, ignorance is horrible, but when it comes to May and the month we just got out of, we need a little week of Fantasy Island. I could use a Fantasy Island myself. So where should we go? Let's plot our trips down below. This is a great week for you to travel from the 1st to the 7th. And Mercury on the 12th enters Cancer to join Venus there in the 7th house of relationships, partnerships, soulmate. Capricorn, if you're single, this is your month to connect, and Mercury could have you analyzing and assessing relationship, and Venus is there to smooth it over, and there's a balance created in this energy with these two planets in the soulmate sector. Drawing in, attracting. Venus attracts people to you, the right opportunities to you, love and money, because she's both romance and balance of payment, where she gets this from Taurus. Libra, she gets the love factor. Taurus, she gets her securities and the energy of finance. So this could be great for business partnerships too, if you're looking for investors or to link up with someone in your own business. This is what you want to see mid-month. Our new moon on the 13th of June is at 22 degrees of Gemini in the 6th house at 12:43 p.m. PST. And this new moon is a new lease on health, new wealth, how you do your work and your routines. There's a new approach or method to your work routine. There's a new health regimen that could be implemented. And you have support for a new job entirely, should you choose to change it up. The new moon supports a fresh start in all things 6th house. So if you were thinking of personal trainers, a new diet plan, a nutritionist, tend to those things around the new moon and you'll have benefit there. Energy will work with you. Again, on the 13th, Venus exits out of Cancer and into the sign of Leo through July 9th. And this is the 8th house of intimacy and sex. So Venus in the 8th house after the 7th, I know Capricorn is experiencing some heart-to-heart connections. And if you're single, this is the month to make yourself available. If you're in relationship or married, you're having a lot of romance, intimate connections. Venus could also ignite some shared resources coming into Capricorn's life, teaming up with someone in order to earn your money, or combining your resources as a couple, moving in together, property, aligning your money with partner's money, all through July 9th would be beautiful. It's also just great for sex and sexual activity itself, and intimacy, not just the physicality of sex, but the exploration of intimacy and deep communications. On the 21st of June, that's my birthday, summer solstice, longest day of the year, summer baby here. The sun enters Cancer, although I did make Gemini by 2 minutes. I have a plethora of planetary placements in Cancer though, and Leo. But the sun enters Cancer at 3:07 a.m. Again, 7th house. You will have connection, the availability to relate to people, to gain partnerships. Where the life force is, that is your main focus. Soulmate, connection, marriage. On the 26th, Mars retrogrades, stationed in Aquarius at 9 degrees. He's been there since May 15th, and he'll be retrograde here through 8/27. And this is having you assess the budget. This is the second house of finance. And when Mars slows down here, you've had a rapid pace of income, or at least self-confidence, self-value, asking for what you deserve in terms of security and worth. So with him slowing down a little bit, maybe it doesn't pile in as quickly, although you still have the good grace of his determination, drive, and will and stamina in the second house of money. On the 27th, our full moon is at 6 degrees, and it's your full moon in Capricorn. This is closure, closing the door on old behavior, old ways. There's an illumination in the physical self, the first house of self and body, that needs to be seen by Capricorn. This full moon is at her largest at 9:53 p.m. PST. And you'll see an illumination appear for you. There's something that is uncovered each full moon, and Capricorn could be saying goodbye, this is a psychic feeling, to old relationships. Since your new relationship is heightened so well, I think you're closing the door on maintaining any and all personal relationships that were physical, maybe. They were old significant others, monogamous relationships perhaps. You're just not interested in the old way right now. And you don't have to be harsh about this. You have Saturn and Pluto in your first house. You're going through the Saturn return, especially Capricorn rising. So you are limiting the contact of what doesn't work for you anymore anyway. Saturn's insisting on it. And Pluto has you changing things up all the time, or putting an end to things that just rub you the wrong way. On the 29th, Mercury enters Leo in the 8th house to join the sun's energy. Intimacy, shared resources, property, investments, settlements, inheritance, wills. Beautiful energy for relationship. Let's get to the tarot. I'm anxious to see what comes up for you, Capricorn. Please make sure to check out your Vimeo on-demand medium messages for June. They are up and available, as well as my tarot eCOURSE for beginners, intermediates, and the advanced High Priestess. If you're interested in taking an online course, this is a go at your own pace course that I wrote and published that's available. All of my links are below. Your first card, 8 of Cups. No time for depression. And don't use vice too much to get you out of the reality. You might be in escapism mode. And when the 8th house is activated, one of the detriments to that is you could be so private in your thoughts and your world that you are closed off emotionally. And when I see the Eight of Cups, it's almost as if you need to face reality and not use vice to escape as much as you do, as some of you do. The Star. Aquarius, the card of recognition, hope, hopefulness, peace. Oh, I'm not used to using the iPhone for this. I love this major arcana card. It's the faith that things will work out, and you deserve some recognition. The Star card could be a little element of your 15 minutes of fame. Queen of Fire. Fire sign, female, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So some of you are in relationships with fire signs and or fire risings. So the Artist, and if this is symbolizing you in this reading, if it is, this is a very creative, entrepreneurial, and independent card for business. And having a lot of irons in the fire, having various streams of income is the Queen of Fire. You have another card, Five of Staves. Competition, defending yourself, defending your product, your brand, your talent and skill, your innate skill. Be true to how you shine. Be true to what you are originally. There is no need for copycats. When I see the Five of Staves, there's a tone of people trying to imitate and maybe take a little piece of what you have going for you. You have everything that you need, though. This keeps you creative. The energy of the Queen of Fire, she's never at a loss for creation. And that could resemble you right now. It could also have to do with who you're connecting with. I love the Star card in this reading. It tells you to not give up and to have faith in your talents and to pursue them. What you envision, you will manifest. Don't do too much of this, though, in the attempt to drown your sorrows. I mean, yeah, drinking is fun every now and then, but don't make it a daily habit. It could be suppressing your ability to create. All right, Capricorn, I hope that this was helpful. I'm sorry for the technical drama. I'm trying to get my life together and trust and believe I have been at Apple more than I have ever wanted to be. So I'm headed there again next week. They're going to be real sick of this face. Okay, I'm wishing you a sweet June. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.